In the name of Allah, and thank you for your participations on last topics about PHP data types, PHP variables, and PHP echo and print statements. In continuation of our last sessions, now we will speak about PHP strings. What are strings? Which operations we can do on strings? What functions does we have on strings? And how we can use strings? How we can format strings? These are all the things that we need to learn today. So as we said in yesterday class, a string is a sequence of characters like hello world, a sequence of characters, a series of letters or characters. That's a string. Anything inside double quotations and single quotations. That's a string in PHP. That's a string in PHP. So strings can be surrounded by double quotations or single quotations, but the uses are different. The meanings are the same, but the uses are different. We use single quotations for only getting output as we anything we have on side that, but in double quotations we use for formattings. We can do calculations on variables, or we can print directly the variables values or anything else. But we will come on them. So the example echo hello between double quotation and echo between single quotations are the same. That's a string, as we said and worked on that many times. So there's a big difference between double quotes and the single quotes in PHP. Double quotes process special characters. Single quotes does not. In double quotes, we can process special characters like backslash n or escape characters. But in single quotes, we don't. We don't have them. In double quotes, we can format strings. We can print variable outputs, variable values. We can do mathematical calculations. We can do comparison calculations. But in single quotes, we can't. We are not allowed. Special characters like backslashens, like and, or, and others. The symbols. We will come on them. So, which one is better? Double quotes or single quotes? Which one is better? You can use double or single quotes, but you should be aware that difference between the two. Double quoted strings perform action on special characters. Perform actions on special characters. Perform calculations. Access variables. But in single quotes, we don't have. So, and also when there is a variable in the string, there is a variable in string, it returns the value of the variable. If you are using a double quote string and you are putting a variable inside that, it will generate and execute that variable. It will execute that variable and will output something to you. But if you are in single quotes, it will just print anything that is inside it without doing any operation, without doing any calculations or accessing the variables, without accessing the variables. So as example here, we have a variable x with the date of John on side. So we can print the x without concatenations, without combining these two strings. This x is also containing a string, and the hello is also a string. Without combination of these two strings, without concatenation of two strings, or without using the dot notation, we can access the x value inside double quotations. So we save a lot of time in this. So and single quotes does not perform this action, such actions. If you print this, it will print you hello $x, not the John. It will not print the John. It will print hello $x. But inside this one, it will print hello John, not $x. Why $x is a variable? So as we said in double quotations, we perform special actions like accessing variable data, doing calculations, mathematical calculations, arithmetic calculations, comparison calculations, or logical comparison operations. So we have some functions on a string. We have some functions on a string. So the first one is your len. strlen is the full form is str length. It will show the length of the variable, the length of our string. It will show the length of our string, and also it will count this blank spaces also, not only characters. It will count blank spaces also. So the phpstrlen function returns the length of a string. The length of a string, how many characters a string has. So how we can access this? We need to open our code editor as we worked on previous lessons using the Visual Studio Code. Again, we are using this. So the first function or the first method that we have is the strlen. Let me comment the previous lessons and putting this one. So we have a variable txt has a string data. That's PHP's fun. So now we need to know how many characters does it have, how many spaces does we have. Then we can use the strlen. We can do echo strlen width. So we don't have without space. We have text. Then we need to put a text or your variables. You can put directly the string or you can print the variables. So the function is strlen. The user is you can put any string inside it as a parameter. Any string it as a parameter. So let's test it. We need to open our form. Now it says that our txt variable has a length of 11. Has a length of width 11. Why 11? There is PHP's 3 characters and then a space here, then is, then space, then fan, then exclamation mark. Total of them are 11 characters. The first one is you can examine it a variable or you can put a text inside this. A text like this, hello world. You can put a text like hello world and then check it, the characters on it. So our hello world has 12 characters. Sometimes we need this for accessing a data, for accessing a specific letter inside our character, for accessing some a range of letters. So then we need to know how many characters does we have inside our string variable or a text. You have like a paragraph or text. You need to count the characters. How many characters does it have? Then you can use the strlen function. Another is the word count. The word count. Someone's giving to you a book or an article or a thesis and wants requests from you to count the words on that. Count the words inside that. Then you can use the str word count function. It says that the PHP str word count function counts the number of words in a string. You have a book, maybe a chapter or a PowerPoint or something else, and you want to know how many words does it have. Sometimes it's required. You may continue your studies online or something. You have written the homework, and the homework is the minimum requirement is 2000 words. Then you need to count the words. How many words do you have? You can use the str word count function to count the words. Again, you can put directly the string or access it through a variable. So we have the strlen. Now we need to use the str. Str is the string shortcut. Then you need the word count. Then put the txt. So in our txt variable we have 3 words. We have 3 words. PHP is fun. Let's see how many it will show to us. Now it says that we have 3. So since we didn't put a br here, so we need to put a br, echo, and then br. I don't know the backslash n works or not, but previously it didn't work it. So the br also works. and the backslash n, I don't know works or not. The backslash n also generates a new line, but it's not working. It, I don't know why it's not working. You can use the BR. You can use the break line. But in backslash n is a special character that generates a new line or acts like enter. Acts like enter. But I don't know why it's not working in this one. And the next function is your pose. We need to set a letter inside a series of characters. You have like names or maybe a topic, a paragraph. Then you need to find a specific character. You need to find a specific character inside a string. Inside a string. Maybe your name is in database and you want to know that a letter is in which position of my name. So your name maybe as example Nurul Haq. And Nurul Haq wants to know H is in which position. H is in which position of his name. Then he can use the str pose for finding the string position. So it says the phpstring function searches for a specific text within a string. If a match is found, the function returns the character position of the first match. If no match is found, it will return false. You are searching like a character, maybe A, B, or Z, something else. Inside you are a correct series of characters you have. If that found the first one, it will show the position. It will not search of all the characters. If found a match found in maybe in the first position, it will stop it and outputs that position. If not found, it will return false. You're searching for a character, but it's not on the string that you have. Maybe you're searching for A, and A is not included on your string. It will generate false. It will return false. How you can use it? You can use and the as we had the your len and your word count, it accepts only one parameter. But in your pose we have two parameters. The first parameter is the string that you want to search. The string that you have. The second parameter is the string that you want search it. The character you want to find it. So and PHP's fan character or the txt. Let me put another break line here. Now we can do echo str pause without space. That's the complete form is str position or string position. String position. On first, we need to put txt or anything that you want to search on it. Then your condition, what you want to search. Then, like I want to find S. I want to find S. So let's see what it will return to us. It says that I is in the fourth position. I is in the fourth position. How? If we find the P is in first. So the PHP loads from 0 as the arrays. The P is in 0, H is in first, the P is in the the second one, the space is in the third position, I is in the fourth position. I is in the fourth positions. So it's not searching the S. So I found, as we said, if the match found, if there's a match, it will not continue. It will not continue. You may have there another S. It will not find that. So see, the 4 is 4. But we are in added another word. The word count increase it to 4. The word count increase it to 4. But the 4 position didn't increase. Let me include some texts. The the length of string for patterning. The next one, the word count. the word count and the string position. So the string position. So now it will be a bit better. The length of a string is 12. The word count is 4. The string position we are searching is in fourth position. In fourth position, the index starts from 0. The index starts from 0. How? Let me print the first index. We can do echo our txt, then put the curly brackets, and then put your position like 0. You can see what's in first position or 0 records. See, the PS and index of 0 of our string. So as we said, the string starts from 0. As we have an array indexes start from 0. And generally, the counting in computer science starts from 0, not from 1. We humans count from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in computing, the calculation starts from 0. Everything starts with 0. As we said, the binary is the language of motion, zeros and ones. So you can get the reference on PHP string references of W3 schools. So this was about the PHP strings. Any points on this? We have lots of functions in string. You can search, you can do your own research, and find other functions of strings. Other functions that we have in string. Because in string, as in arrays, we have different functions. We can do different calculations on strings. We can do different formattings on strings. So this was string. So strings are the sequence of characters. We can use it on two ways, either with single quotes or with double quotes. When you are using with single quotes, we can't do special operations like calculations, accessing variable, or displaying variable data. But we are in double quotes, using double quotes in our strings, then we can use special characters, we can do calculations, we can access variables data. Anything on strings? Any points? Nothing? Everything clear?